Hello, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cole.
Welcome to our home. It is time. I see Mary Lena was counting it down. We were too. And so excited to be able to come to you guys with a live video tonight. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up already. And glad all of you were able to be here.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we've got some stuff that you guys could utilize in your own either collection or for trades. And so what we've got is some pins that we're going to purge out and get rid of. And so we thought we'd offer it to you guys before we put it on any other sites. And maybe that would help. The other thing I wanted to mention was there is a pin event. Hey, Becca. Glad you were able to be here tonight also. There is a pin event on Saturday. This Saturday. Let me grab my phone and I'll read you guys the information here. This Saturday, it is being put on, I believe, by Kelly Wilder. And let me get it up here. So here's some information on it. It is a Disney pin trading event at Mary Heads Carter Park in Carrollton, Texas. And that will be on October the 24th from 1 to 5. And so, hey, Kelly, we're telling about your pin event that you're putting on. It'll be at the Mary Heads Carter. And that is Mary Heads Carter, I guess maybe Lane. I don't know. 2320 Heads Lane, Carrollton, Texas, 75006. And Cole can maybe go in and edit and put that in the description below after the video.
Yeah. And
then you can come back and click on that and be able to find out exactly where it's at and a map.
Yeah.
Here's the part we wanted to make sure people understood. I was at a pin event where they did something similar to this once before, but this is a cool thing. You can take like a limited edition pin with you. And so you take the limited edition and her number here at this event is going to be a limited edition of 4,000 or less. And I don't think it matters what the limited edition pin is as long as it's 4,000 or less. So if it's above 4,000 on the LE number, then it won't work for this event. But you bring an extra one and you drop your pin off, and then you get a raffle ticket. And you choose from a blind box of other LEs. And the raffle ticket will be drawn to see who gets the first choice, second choice, third choice, all the way down. And so, there's 20 people there, then obviously there'll be 20 different pins in there if that many people participate. And you'll get to draw according to what that is. And what they do is they hide the pins, and the person who gets drawn first gets to go and look and pick out which one they want. Usually, and I don't know how Kelly will do this, usually they don't allow you to look at the LE number on the back of the pin. When you do that, you just have to choose by looks alone. And so sometimes that's sometimes misguiding or misleading. So it's always fun. And so a little bit of extra fun there. And so that's for things that are limited edition, 4,000 or less. And I don't see any other rules here pertaining to that. She did put in a link here, and I'll try and get Cole to put that in the description also. It's for the city of Carrollton, in case you need to know anything about their rules and regulations at the park as to what you have to wear, face coverings, things like that. Bottles, whether you can have glass bottles, not, or any of that sort of stuff.
All right. I was just going to read off.
Yeah,
Kelly
go ahead.
Said you can bring as many LEs as you want for extra pulls.
Oh,
and
cool.
Then Andy says, that sounds fun. I'm selling my house this week, so I may not be able to come, but sounds awesome. So, yeah, I didn't know she was selling her house, but that's awesome. Again.
Oh, she's actually moving to Carrollton. There you go.
Maybe we'll be able to go to more pin trading events. Yeah,
more of the Carrollton ones. So that's exciting. Hope everything goes well with your move there, Andy.
Yep.
But yeah, that's information I did not know, that you can have more than one entry. And so hopefully, if you're wanting to do that, you can put that in there and, how many ever tries you want to get. And so that's exciting.
Yeah.
I know when we've done them in the past, I always have to cough up 4 LEs because I've got a family of 4 and they are all going to want to participate. And last time we ended up with some pretty cool pins. And so
yeah,
glad to get rid of some we weren't as interested in and get others that we were. So
for somebody who didn't even get to go, I got a lot of cool pins.
Well, not at the last pin event.
Wow.
The last time we did the LE trade, but yeah.
Same difference either way.
Yeah, the pin events are always fun. And last I saw, there was a guaranteed of 8 people said they were going. And then there's like 15 others that say maybe. So it's liable to be a pretty good size and fun event.
Yeah.
And so excited to have everybody doing that. The other thing we want to do tonight is say thank you to one of our subscribers and friends who got us this pop. And it's Gabby with Forky. And so we'll put that on the shelf behind us. Just wanted to say thank you for that, Miranda.
Yep.
And then other than that, we have some pins. And I don't know exactly how to do this. I'll pull this up. This is our dollar board. And so we have a $1 board, a $2 board, and a $3 board for pins. So probably should have been $1.25 or $1.50 on these, but it was easier just to make math calculations at $1. And so that's what we decided to do. And hopefully it'll give you guys some extra pins. But I'm just going to kind of pull it up and let you see. There's actually a lot of pins on this at $1 each. So what I thought we could do is pull some off and kind of show them to you.
Would you like me to hold it up for them so that they
can
see it?
And if you guys want any of them, as we may, now I think we'll probably just kind of slide them over in front of the camera and spend a little time with you guys tonight going through pins. If you want them, then you can just say, I want that one or whatever, and we'll go with it that way.
Yep.
And so we've got some little booklets here. We'll put your names in as you decide you want stuff. Let's move Gabby so we have some room. All right. What all's been said there, Cole? Are you paying attention?
Yeah. She said, congrats, Andy. Mary Elena said, congrats, Andy. Andy said, yes, I would love to, Kelly. Mary Elena also said, yes. Area hangouts.
I don't think any of that was directed at us, but that's
there
all
were
right.
A few. Like Kelly said, we missed you at the last event, Cole.
Oh, okay.
So I say thank you. And then Andy.
I didn't miss him. He didn't steal any trades from me. No. I'm just kidding.
Took me a second to recognize what you were saying.
Let's just start here at the bottom where I can reach. So we have, these are out of our dollar pins. So if you see it and you want it, just kind of say what the pin was, and then if we're not sure, we'll pull it back up for you, and we'll spend, I don't know, a little bit of time here. We'll see how long it goes and how much y'all want to look at, and we'll go at it from that.
Yep.
So we have this one. I believe this is an Ewok from Star Wars. There's your back. We'll just kind of set some over there for now. And if you see something you like and somebody else comments on it, comment again. Some of these I do have duplicates of along through here. So I'll probably only show one, but then if you like something, just say it. And if there's 2, I'll pull the second one. And then I have this guy. You know who that is, Cole?
Yeah, Boba Fett.
There you go. And so let me show you the backs. All right, I'll pass you some to use for you to show too.
Monsters Inc. lunchbox, or
that's like a takeout box from the Chinese food style. We actually have several from that set. So we have that one. We have the eyeballs in the bowl here, and there's the back.
This one says, I've got my eye on you. And there's the back.
And I think this is like a sushi eyeball. These are the dollar pins.
This is a Peter Pan, part of that Peter Pan set. back right here.
Rowdy, you're making all sorts of noise. And here's a bow from Minnie Mouse. Got the glitter in it. And here's the back.
This one says I love Minnie or I heart Minnie. This is the back. These are $1 each, correct?
Correct. And here's a Mickey Mouse that's yellow. I don't know what series this is. I think it was a mystery pack. They've got faces kind of facing every different direction and different winks and smiles and that sort of thing, or facial features, and then different colors. And so here's the back for this one.
Here's Russell Tsum Tsum. And then here's the back of it. Here's a She-Hulk, part of that Marvel set. And then here's the back of it. Here is Tinkerbell tripping over a piece of yarn, or whatever's there, the spool of yarn. And then here's the back of it. Another Tsum Tsum, it's Scuttles. Back. Sorry. Here is a Bo Peep, part of a set of 4. Here's the back of it. Here, I think this is one. This is like the 4th one from the Monsters Inc. set for the tofu. The back of it. Here is a Donald. I don't know what this is from. Do you?
There's a whole series of those, so I'm not sure.
I've only seen the Donald before, so. Here's Cheshire Cat, one of the emojis.
Thanks, Katie. We appreciate that.
Jitterbug
Glad to help.
Yeah.
You know, open it up for different levels of pins and that sort of thing.
Yep. Here's Lion King, part of the stylized set. Thank you for the 2 likes, by the way. Appreciate it.
Yeah, very much.
Really helps us grow our channel. Here's Hawkeye, part of the same Marvel set as the She-Hulk. Here's the back of him. Here is Nick Fury from a starter pack of pins for the Avengers. Here's the back of it. Here is Tinkerbell. This is I think it's one of the pins that you can get at the front desk.
That's correct. It's one of the free pins they hand out every now and then.
Yep.
They used to give them out 2 at a time, and they'd say 1 for you and one for you to give.
Yep. Here is another Tsum Tsum, one of the chipmunks. I don't remember her name. Sorry. You know who that is?
That's Dale?
No.
Yeah?
It's a girl.
No.
You not see the eyelashes?
That's not a girl.
Okay. Are you sure? Rosy cheeks, eyelashes?
I'm sure, buddy.
Okay. Maybe
Y'all can comment and tell us if one of us is wrong there.
I can't tell if it's
It's Dale.
Gadget.
No.
Are you sure? Because she was in the
Pretty sure.
Rescue Rangers.
Pretty sure.
Okay. This is another one of the Mickeys that have the
Pretty sure.
faces. Another one of those Mickeys right here. Here's Cruella de Vil, part of the villains and their henchmen sets.
All right, I'm going to pick out a few more to show off of this board.
Venom.
And there are other ones on the board, but if we're not getting a whole lot of interest on the dollar board, we'll move to the other board.
Here is Hulk, another one of the Avengers in that set.
Now, my thought is these are great pins to take in the park and trade.
Yep. Here is Luke, a Luke Tsum Tsum whenever he was on Hoth. Here is Maurice from Beauty and the Beast as a Tsum Tsum.
Oh, crazy Maurice.
Yep. Here is Pluto. I don't know what type of set this is from, but they're kind of like a...
I'm not sure. I don't know what they call that series.
Me neither. Here is the crocodile from... Did something just drip? Sorry.
No drip, buddy.
This is the crocodile from the... What's it called? My brain's not working.
Peter Pan?
Peter Pan. And then here's a 2018 Mickey and Walt pen. And then for the final one for the dollar board, here is a Donald pen similar to the Pluto set. What did Becky say?
Now, we have a ton more, but since we didn't get much interest there, we thought there's no need wasting y'all's time looking at all of those. We'll move on to the $2 board.
Oh, Andy said she wants the 2018 one.
Okay.
And Bo Peep.
And Bo Peep. And what we'll do is we're going to put these dollar pins up. We'll post them on our Disney Pin Trading with Managing Mickey page. And if you're interested in any of those, it'll be on there. Of course, we're going to cross-post that with another page. But you just go on there and pick out what you might want. And we'll go from there.
Becky said that's what she did. She did what we did, and she said, I took my traders that haven't been moving and traded those, mostly
Right.
Tsum Tsums. And then Jitterbug said she wants a Cheshire Cat.
Okay.
So, there are those for Andy.
There you go. You can write that down.
Do we
Put that with it. While he's going to be writing that down, I'll show you guys some of our $2 pins. So we'll start with this little mystery pack series of evil villains. I have a whole slew of these villains. Rather than show them all to you, if you're interested in any certain one of these, just kind of mention which one it might be, and I'll be sure and show you that one if you write it down. So there's the back of it. And then I have Tall, Dark, and Sinister with Jafar here. And then here is the back of it. All right, so we have this Minnie Mouse here. Oh, Andy said the Jafar, please.
Okay.
We have this Minnie Mouse kind of looking through almost like a picture frame. I also have a Donald, a Mickey, and a Daisy. And so if you wanted to see any of the others, just kind of write it down. If you're interested, we'll show it to you and give you the first choice on those. Jitterbug said, will you post close-ups of boards on group? How much are pins on now? We're on
$2.
$2 pins.
So
Andy said this one.
I was going to show this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is a Grumpy pen. It says on the bottom, short and stout. And then Andy said she wants the Grumpy pen.
Okay.
Just wanted to get that out.
And then let's see. This has a series of these Lion King pins, and I think we have a couple of the different ones.
This mini, please.
Yeah, she wanted that one.
Yeah, good.
So this is the Scar, and we have like the Pumbaa and Scar, Timon. And so if you're interested in any of those, here's the backs on those. Trying to get any of our multiple. What was that? Sorry. We have some of these. This is a Lion King. And this is the hero versus villain mystery pack. So this is obviously a hero. And then
speaking of Lion King,
this is obviously the villain aspect of it. And we have a few different ones from that series also here.
Now, did you guys know that they're doing a new live-action Lion King movie? The prequel, apparently, about Mufasa. I didn't. I mean, I know the Lion King was kind of a little controversial, the live-action version.
This was a Best Friends series. And so this is Timon and Pumbaa and Simba.
Yeah.
But then I also have a Woody and a Buzz here. I'll show you that one. And I have Mulan and Mushu. And I have Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And then...
yeah, I think that could be a good movie too, Andy.
I'll show you the Winnie the Pooh and Piglet. And I have this one. It says Clothes Hound.
It's fun having
the back.
I've had those type of pens. I've had that pen multiple times before. Never actually read it.
And then I've got several of these donuts. Here's the back. And so we have like the Dumbo one. We have a Goofy, Jiminy Cricket, Alice in Wonderland, Tinkerbell, and Peter Pan, all in the donuts, if you are interested in any of those. And then let's see what else we have here. I've got this Mickey Mouse 45th anniversary for Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom. Tinkerbell Donut, Kelly Wilder. Write that down for Kelly.
Okay.
And then I've got a couple of The Incredibles. I've got this Dash. Shipping, it does kind of depend if you get a ton of the pins, but mostly it's going to be about $4. That's kind of the minimal I can get out. And then kind of goes, if you get somebody ordered about 25 or 30 pins, it's obviously going to be a priority box at that point. Anyhow, Dash. And then there's the back. And I have a Jack.
Here's the donut, by the way, Kelly. She asked to see it.
Oh.
She had not seen it before.
Here is a Jack. There's the back of it.
Are you wanting that one, Kelly? Because I'll set it to the side if you do.
Yeah, Kelly, let us know if you want it. He's not sure if you do. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have this. This is an Attractions lanyard series that's kind of older. This is the Mickey with like a car from, what is that?
Autotopia. Well, that one's in Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's Tomorrowland Speedway in Disney World.
Right. And then here's Daisy on the same lanyard series.
She said the 45th anniversary. Andy said
45th anniversary is right there.
All right. This is the 45th anniversary
Did
one.
she need to see it again? I think she wanted that one.
Yep.
Mickey Carr.
Yep.
That goes to Kelly.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Oh, on that Best Friend series, I also had Mickey and Pluto here. Okay, so Toy Story Mania at Disney World has some characters on the inside of that ride.
For the score system.
For the score system. Here's one of them, which is this turtle. There's the back. Here's another one. There's another one. And then here is another one. I always found these to be real cool pins. I have a set of them all, so I don't need these.
Okay.
And then here's a Tink. Why don't you show this one right quick?
Here it is.
There's a pixelated chip. There's the back. And since we're back around to the Christmas time, let me show you guys. Well, technically, Walmart's around to the Christmas time. We'll all get there maybe in a couple of months. But, well, you've got the rest of October, and then you have Thanksgiving, although we seemingly skip over Thanksgiving. Here is this cool pin set. I think these came out last year at Christmas, but here is like an ornament of the Mickey symbol in the bells. And when it came out, you would also get a sweater. So there was a candy cane style that looked like this with the bells, or it looked like this in the same shape, like peppermints. That's what I meant.
Yeah. And
then there were two different colored sweaters like this that kind of all went together as a Christmas theme.
That was a real big thing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We were there.
And so I have both of those that you can get $2 each. So those are fun. Let's see, what else do we have? How about a resort pin? We have the Disney All-Star Resorts. We have stayed there before. That was actually the first place we ever stayed, was the All-Star Resorts.
Yep.
What does that say? Have you seen new Goofy limited edition pin? Talking about the one where he's eating a taco?
I saw that one. I almost got it at one point, but
Cole couldn't decide to cash out the $15 or $17.
I feel like I can trade it at some point.
Hopefully. And I have this here, Tigger. That one's pretty fun.
Oh, there's a fishing one too, Dad. It's kind of reminiscent of the Goofy movie.
There's a fishing one. Interesting.
I haven't seen that one.
I have not seen the Goofy fishing one that I can think of.
Oh, she's talking about the fishing one. It must be like a new one that came out recently.
I don't guess I've seen it. Now, I had a guy that had some pins online last night that I commented on, and one of the pins he had was an older one, and it said something about bait shop or something, and it had Mickey and Goofy and Donald and Pluto all on the same pin. It was pretty cool. I almost bought it, but I kind of backed off. How about we have this here? A little Ariel nesting doll.
She wants this one.
Yeah, pull it off there.
All right. This is Andy's. All right.
So we also have some of these style where it's got the character, but it's the Mickey symbol. So this one is of Donald, but I have several different ones here. So if there's a certain one you might be looking for, let me know. Here's the Minnie. And then here is Pinocchio.
Yep.
For some reason, I didn't want to call him Pinocchio. I wanted to call him...
Jitterbug asked what group that was in because she would have bought it if she had seen it.
Oh, Jitterbug, I don't know. It's actually a friend. Well, he's a Facebook friend of mine, so I just get anything he posts usually. And so I don't know what group it was in. I honestly couldn't tell you. I'm sure it's gone. He's had like 15 people private messaging him. He also had this sweet electrical parade pin, and I asked for it, but I was already too late. So I got one pin from him, and it was a Pin Trader's 5th anniversary pin to Pin Traders in Disney Springs. Super cool pin, I felt like. It was a limited edition or limited release, one of the two. All right, where are we at here on the board? All right, I've got a couple of soccer playing Mickeys. This is LA Galaxy. And I have one that's New York City Football Club. And I'm sure you have all seen this one before, but it's usually a fake. Well, this one's not a fake. In the park, they have tons of fakes like this, but this one is not.
Those were big and popular, I think the first time or maybe the second time.
Yeah, they were popular at one point when we were there.
Yeah.
Here's a big old Epcot pin from 2011. It's Holiday Around the World.
That one's a cool pin. If it wasn't like a holiday pin, I probably would ask it. I'd probably get it from you.
Here's the back. I was looking to see if it was a limited edition, but it's not. But it's a super cool pin. All right, I've got a couple of other pins here that are kind of different.
That one's $2, Kelly.
Epcot Mickey, how much? Oh, $2, Kelly.
Oh, she said she'll take it. All right.
And I have this Donald. Here's the back.
No problem, Kelly. She said TY. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Jitterbug says Kelly, $2, I think. Then I have this Zazu. Oh, I think this is Nala right here.
Excuse me. So sorry. Today's Tuesday, yeah.
And then I have Pumbaa and Timon.
That's a cool pen.
I thought that was a cool pen too. I just already have it, and I traded for it. And then this is Hades, right? The little car.
That is actually Chernabog.
What?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep, he has red eyes. I mean, yellow eyes.
Okay, I thought Chernabog was a different color. I didn't think he was blue.
He is blue, but usually he's depicted as a much darker blue.
Well, here's a car pin. I don't know. There's the back. Here's a couple of dog pins. My dogs are pretty popular right now. Here's a Dalmatian. And then I have Tramp. And I have Can't Stop the Smolder.
No, it's funny to me. I almost kept it up. I think I traded it to somebody at one point, but
And here's the back.
I almost kept it at one point whenever I did trade it. But obviously they had, whoever it was, had something more valuable to me.
Something you cared more about.
Yep. Andy said smolder, please.
Andy wants the smolder.
And then Andy took it.
All right, here's a Davy Crockett and the River Pirates, 1955.
Kelly said that the car was actually the genie.
I
wonder if she's maybe talking about the other something was red. It just looks so evil to me. I mean, I can see the genie in it, though. It almost kind of looks Haunted Mansion.
The blue car was the genie. That's interesting.
Are you sure? That kind of looks Haunted Mansion-esque.
I believe this pen, by the way, was from 2001.
She wants a Davy Crockett pen. Becky does.
You'll have to write her a new tag.
Yep.
So I've got this pen here. It's got the castle and Tink flying above it with all the glittery niceness. It really doesn't have glitter, but it kind of looks like it on the screen. Walt Disney World Happiest Celebration on Earth pen from 2006.
This kind of looks...
doesn't say 2006 on the front, but it does on the back.
This kind of looks like the Hatbox Ghost.
I don't know.
Haunted Mansion. Dadgum. It does look like the genie, though. Like, especially if you look at it from this angle, you can see its mouth.
Here's a Kristoff pen. You can put this in the woods, and he'll be alone. Isn't that the new song?
What?
About him being in the woods alone.
Lost in the Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kelly asked, can she pay at the event?
Well, Kelly, I don't know if we're going to make the event. We ordered some pens, and I don't know if they're going to come in. But we can always work something out. If we're able to make it, then yes, that works great. If not, we can always do a PayPal thing, and I'll mail them to you or something. Here is a Sully. Now, this is part of a mascot series. And so here's Sully.
That one looks cool.
It is cool. Here's the back if y'all wanted to see it. I'll show y'all some more from that same type of pen. Here's a Soarin' mascot one. I think it's the Soarin' Sky Gliders. And for Big Thunder Mountain, you have Thunder Mountain Boom.
One of my favorite rides.
And you have Yeti. And then you have Abominable Snowman. And then we've got a few more here. I've got a Donald Duck car from a different series that look like cars. Also have the Mini. And a Daisy.
You can put that down, making like a lot of noise. Clicking the pen.
Fidgeting, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. That's my life summed up.
And I have this pen trading pen.
There's
the back.
My life summed up is doing something annoying that doesn't necessarily hurt anybody, but it's just like getting on everyone's nerves.
Here's a Dory pen. Here's the back. This is Alice Through the Looking Glass. There's the inside. There it is shut.
I saw that movie.
And there's the back.
Did you guys ever get to see that movie?
I don't think I watched it.
I don't remember it being like any very very good. Like, particularly
There's an
amazing.
ESPN Wide World of Sports. Signed on the back by LeBron James. No, just kidding.
We better be putting this somewhere else. We better be selling this
just
more
got the
than
numbers
$2.
on the back. All right. Let's see here. Oh, I have a few more of these. This is
Sally
Sally, yeah.
from Nightmare Before Christmas.
There's the back. And here's the stitch, like it. And I got a few other transportation ones here that might strike someone as something they want, which is this Minnie Mouse in an airplane. And I have this Donald in an airplane. And y'all can tell me if you've ever heard of this one. I got this pin in a trade somewhere just because I'd never heard of it. I went on and traded. But it just says Skippy. Maybe somebody can tell me more about that. It comes from the year 2000. I'm not sure. There's the back. I'm not sure what Skippy is.
It looks familiar to me.
It doesn't to me.
It just looks familiar because I one time saw a show that was just so strange. It looked just like that.
I have a Yacht and Beach Club resort pin.
Mufasa said peanut butter. Oh, I bet you that's what it is.
Maybe so.
Skippy. Like the peanut
It does
butter.
say Disney on the back. So I don't know. I didn't know Disney had a peanut butter thing.
I think it's from a show. I just can't remember if it. I'll take the Donald on the airplane. How much?
It's $2, Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
And then I have this Disney California Adventure annual pass holder preview pin.
I have mosquitoes on. There's one biting me. That's what I was slapping at earlier.
This is for January and February of 2001. January, February of 2001.
It's not the time for mosquitoes.
You see anything else that I haven't shown that might be something somebody wants? There's lots on here that I haven't shown. Here's a Goofy. It's kind of like a stamp. It says Walt Disney World is eating popcorn and having balloons in his hand.
I want to do this.
Here's the back.
This one's cool. This is a Lion King pen. It's kind of like, as you see, a kind of 3D-ish, but it's the painting that Rafiki paints.
Here's a Goofy and Donald. There's the back. It just says where dreams come true. Exclusive year of a millennial dream pin. I do have this. This is cool. This is a Mickey Fire Department pin from the year 2000. Mascot pins. The Abominable Snowman.
The Yeti.
The Yeti.
That's the one I think he wanted to see.
Boom. Soaring gliders. So, you see anything else, Cole, that we didn't maybe show? I know these were kind of popular. I don't know.
Pinocchio, but the baby
Right.
child
With the big feet.
Which that doesn't make sense. Pinocchio was always a wooden child. He was never like under the age of however old he was in the movie because he was born from the puppet.
He was created.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one of these that was similar to that one earlier, Becky. Oh, no, it's from the year before. That one was 2000. This is 2001. But here is Flowers and Trees pin from the year 2000. Pin number 68 of 101.
Mufasa said he wants the
68 of 101.
The Abominable Snowman and the Yeti pen.
Okay.
But not the Boom pen.
Okay.
Oh, and the... Does he want this?
I don't know.
Did you want the Sky Gliders? You can comment back if you do. Yeah, and sword. All right.
All right, here is a Disney Living Seas Epcot pin. Disney Living Seas. And then here's the back. A little waffle back with the year 2000 on the back.
Becky said my dad loves Davy Crockett, Zorro, and those old shows, so I've been getting him some pens.
I remember you got the Zorro limited edition from me. You can call me Miss Incredible, it says.
Excuse me. Sorry. I had to...
Back goes to hurting on these chairs, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
And we have a Typhoon Lagoon. And after this one, we're going to switch over and we'll post the rest of these on our page.
Yeah. Venom and the Take the Mickey Fire. So I think...
Not Venom. She said Vernon.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, this Venom looks like...
I'm going to have to teach you how to read again. Becky, are you still on vacation?
Okay.
That was from Andy, by the way.
All right.
What else did Kelly say there? You can call him Venom. That's right.
I was confused.
She said you can call him Venom.
I thought you were
I saw a pin earlier. I was going to say you should have gotten him. I don't remember where it went. Well, I don't know. Then I have
Mufasa said he wants the Living with the Seas pen.
Oh, okay. Living with the Seas. Let me see where I put it on here.
It's in the top left.
No, I moved it.
What'd you do that for?
Well, I don't know. Here, you find it. All right. Well, you're finding that.
Found it.
Here are some other pins. I've got a Happy Holidays 2015. So what I'm going to move on to now.
All right, hold on.
What's wrong?
Goofy stamp and Minnie in the plane. Oh, okay. So that's for Andy.
Okay.
And then what else was for Fireman? Oh, Mufasa said he wants to live with the seas. All right, I got it for you.
So this is a Disney Vacation Club pin, and it's Happy Holidays 2015, and it's Mickey Mouse with a Christmas tree, and it's a limited edition of 1500. Limited edition of 1500. This would work at the pin event for that 4,000 or less.
Yeah.
Here's the back. And by the way, this is a $3 board that I'm on now. So these are $3 each.
Here, you want to take this back? Or?
Sure. And then we'll post these pictures online on the remaining pins.
Got this thing in my pocket and I'm like twirling it around like it's like the Lord of the Rings.
Now this is a limited release. This is a Run Disney from 2018. And
did you tell them how much these were?
$3 each.
Okay.
On the inside, it says 48.6 miles. 48.6 miles. It says you did it. And so that was a long run for me to get this pin. Good thing I traded for it and didn't run for it. And then I have a 10K right here, 2018, also run Disney. And this one was a limited release also.
Now that one was a hard one to run.
Kelly Wilder said $3 pins now, y'all. That's right. And then here is a Pal Mickey, Walt Disney World. It says, hiya, pal. The name's Mickey Mouse, and it's sure been a swell year. And this is a limited edition of 750. Here's another limited release. This is out of the Fairy Tale Challenge, which is 19.3 miles. And there's the back. Yeah, obviously not from 2020. It's been a swell year. You're right. Happy New Year's 2009. It's Mickey Mouse and Tinkerbell. Oops, sorry, got too low.
Andy asked, do you have any tips for running 19 miles?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, Andy. Now this last pin, let me say this. This 2009 Happy New Year pin was a limited edition of 4,500.
I've never run more
4,500.
I've never run more than like 3 miles. I
So
think.
my advice for running 19 miles is space it out over time.
Yeah.
Don't do it all at one time. That's my advice.
My advice is take a car.
I may not look like the strapping young specimen I once was, but at one time I used to run 8 miles at a time. But never in my life did I run 19, or what was that other one? 46 miles?
Who runs
48 miles?
Who?
I mean, I just can't even fathom running 48 miles at one time.
Andy said I can barely run 19 minutes.
Yeah. I sure can't run anything like that now.
She said,
although just a few years ago, maybe 5, I was running 3 miles every other day with Bart. When we used to go to the gym, yeah.
You were.
And I'd run 3 and swim a mile. So I was doing all right back then. This says, Kim says, my 64-year-old father does ultra marathons, 100 miles.
Well, both of us the same.
Now, Kim, not meaning any disrespect here, but I've seen those guys in South America who run all that stuff barefooted now. No, I'm just kidding. But 100 miles, my goodness.
That's a one tired man after work. I've heard of marathons where you run all day. You have a hotel that you go to sleep there, and then you continue to run. But man.
So it says it's a 5:10 half and full.
Wow.
Thursday through Sunday. See, I just don't even understand how that's even possible.
100 miles. I just imagine it's all just one giant
Kelly
loop.
said she'll run towards pins.
Now,
that's how you get to the mall and you buy all those sets in complete sets by buying the whole box, isn't it?
We'll run the I'll run a 10K if that means we need to get to a fast pass that quickly.
I was going to say the last time I ran was on the way to a fast pass. So y'all can tell that's been since March at least. Oh, goodness. Becky said she's done a 5:10 and half the same weekend. Golly. I could walk a 46-mile gig.
I don't even like talking about that. I'm tired as it is.
Here's another half marathon from 2018. It's got Donald Duck on it, and this is a limited release.
Mike Cross said, I don't like driving that far.
Right? I mean, driving 46 miles is kind of a bummer, much less having to run it. Here's another dopey challenge, 48.6, just a little less expensive of a pen. This would have been a limited release. You're going to have to put me on dope to get me to run that far. 5K, Pluto, 2018. Obviously, in 2018, when we went, the race had ended and they didn't sell out of pins. And so cast members went through and bought all these up and were trading them in the park like crazy. I remember how all that worked.
A pin for the event.
No.
Oh, I thought you got it.
Well, when they don't sell them all, the cast members will come in and have them. And we just traded them all in and got a bunch of them. And we thought they were kind of cool. And then we decided we didn't really want them anymore. 5K, it's got Pluto on it. When you open it up, it says I did it.
We didn't, but
they did it. And that's a limited release also.
You think we'll ever run one of these?
I've talked about running a 5K. That's not too far. It's like 3.1 miles. I could do that if I did a little bit of conditioning for a little while. I could pull that off. Here's a Minnie Mouse 10K. And then here's the inside. I did it. And then there's your limited release. You know what we should do? We should condition up and run it on our next cruise.
That's what
we booked a cruise. We booked a cruise. We'll see if it actually happens, right? With all this coronavirus stuff. But we booked a cruise to the Eastern Caribbean. And one of the days is going to be at Castaway Cay. And so when you get to Castaway Cay, if you get off the boat early in the morning, you can run a 5K on the island. And there's no cost in it.
It's so early.
But it's early. But I think we may try it.
We get to
Castaway. I may make Cole get out there with me and run it. Tammy would do it, I know.
It'll be like 7 o'clock in the morning. You made it, guys. We pass out on the sand.
And I think there they give you like this plastic little thing that says I ran it or something. And then you can buy special merch afterwards.
You get a little plastic medal.
This says I did it 5K 2017 Disney Fall Feast. And that's my kind of deal where you eat stuff for 3.1 miles.
Now that's something I could do.
That's my kind of gig. And then there's Mickey the chef there, and
instead of those waters that they give you, they just give you a bucket of gravy.
He's got a bird there, and it's got Epcot. Do you see that? I guess he's trying to catch the bird to cook it.
A little dark. I mean, let's be honest. Mickey Mouse is an animal, and so is that bird.
All right, I got another one here. This is a limited edition of 3,600 Summer 2001 Disneyland. This has got a rainbow and a dolphin and a wave, and it's got Minnie Mouse riding a surfboard.
Becky said you just have to maintain 16-minute mile. Kelly said they have those.
You have to maintain how much?
16-minute mile.
A 16-minute mile? I walk a 16-minute mile. I walk pretty fast.
We do walk pretty fast.
I do. I literally walk a 16-minute mile. I can do that all day.
Now,
Becky, I could do it then.
I could do the 10-minute mile. I've done a 10-minute mile. I don't know if I can do that anymore.
When I was in high school, I could maintain an 8-minute mile running 5 miles or less. You get to 8 miles and I'd drop. I couldn't do it. All right, here's the next one. 2000, year 2000. This is a limited edition of 10,000. And I like this pen. I have one in my collection. I had just gotten several of them from a guy who happened to be there. And I think he picked a bunch up. But it says buckle up. And I thought that was a cool pen.
An hour and 4 minutes. I just realized that. You ran an hour and 4 minute thing.
What?
For 8 minutes, you said you could do it for...
No, not 8 miles.
It was 7 miles.
It would have been a little longer than that because you lose steam as you go. They're probably closer to 8.5 minute, 9 minute miles. Okay. Here's a Gen Urso for the Rebel. My best time ever was a 6 minute, 30-second mile. I could do that for 3 miles, real close, within under 7 minutes, but 6:30 to 7 minutes.
If I trained, I could do it, but
I can't do that anymore.
I can't do
I
it.
can't do 2 miles in 20 minutes now. All right, we're getting down to the last two. Now remember, these are $3 each. Here is a Rapunzel.
Becky said that they have those ladies with the balloons that chase you.
Talking about the balloons that are filled with stuff and they like pop them on you, or like the color runs, maybe?
Becky said some clowns dressed up like Pennywise one year with the balloons. I'm guessing that's what you're talking about.
Did they crawl out from under the sewer system? Get me running.
That's what she said. That would keep me running. That's what Kelly said.
And I have this cool Minnie Mouse with the monorail there. This is a limited release.
Becky said you could totally do it and even stop for character picks. I have rare characters on the course like Vacation Genie. That'd be cool.
Mufasa said he'll take the monorail.
Mufasa. Andy said that would be so fun, Becky. And then Becky said, it's super fun. I've made so many good friends doing Run Disney.
Well, interesting. I've never done the Run Disney, although we talked about doing the one on the island. What scared me about that was when we were in northern Nevada, I preached a revival up there one time, and we had gone to Disneyland during that trip. And then we went on up there.
We snuck up into
we snuck up to northern Nevada for a revival. I went to Vegas is where we landed.
We snuck into Vegas.
Snuck into Vegas on the Strip. Took a Greyhound and we went over to Disneyland. We spent 3 days at Disneyland. And we took the Greyhound back to Vegas. The Greyhound for all four of my family was $99. Let me tell you, not worth $99. I'm telling you, that was the worst ride of my life.
When spirits got you beat.
Yeah, when we were sitting in the waiting area of that Greyhound station, and I kid you not, a lady walks in and sits down beside us, and she's in a hospital gown, and she looks like she's just kind of out of her mind. And she has bracelets all the way down her wrist. I mean, one right after the next. And she was just like weird.
And then she started giving them to us.
No, she did not. But all these people are around us, and they've all been down there gambling and being crazy. And here I've got my little girl and my little boy, because this was back in 2015. So Cole was still like 12, and Allison was like 7. And we're sitting on the Strip, and we've got all these crazy people around us. I'll never forget that. We got on the bus, and it was just a crazy ride. This lady and this man in front of us fought the whole way. And I asked them not to use foul language in front of my kids, and they couldn't help themselves. It was bad. Stopped at a gas station. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I remember.
And these people were outside this gas station in a recliner smoking weed.
I do remember it smelling. I thought it smelled awful.
That was crazy. Anyhow, that was on Route 66.
Mm-hmm. That's old Radiator Springs for you.
$100, not worth it.
Kelly said Greyhound is scary town.
I'm telling you, Kelly, it was the worst.
But said I'll probably add more when you post rest on the board. And then Kelly also said you never know what you're going to be sitting next to. I'm
telling you, that was the first and last Greyhound trip I ever booked. But $99, and I was really struggling to pay all the money to get us there, because we went to Disney for 3 days, and which was cool. That was the first time to ever go to any Disney park.
It was fun,
and it was a lot of fun. So then after the trip, we got back over to Vegas.
We took a gap year.
We took a rental car from there, and we went up, and we ended up in northern Nevada. We actually went to
a bunch of places.
Yeah, a lot of places in that car. We took a big road trip that week, but we stopped and preached a revival up there. My whole point to saying all that was, when we were up there, we decided we'd do a little running and that sort of stuff. And I didn't, but Tammy did.
Yeah.
And the air was so much thinner.
It was
hard to breathe compared to, right here in Texas. And so when we went to the Bahamas, I thought, I don't want to get out and try and run in humidity that I may not be used to, because it might cause me an issue, with, not being used to it like that thin air did.
He's old.
For Tammy.
That's what he's getting to.
I'm older now, that's for sure. But in the end, it turned out just fine. We could have ran it and it wouldn't have been a problem.
I had problems with the thin air up at Nevada.
You had altitude sickness.
I was like spazzing out in the middle of my sleep.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of fun. Whatever means gets you where you're going, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
We had a good time, and I'll never forget that trip. That was in 2015. I'll never forget it.
Andy said Greyhound will shake the Disney magic right out of you.
It will, really. But you know what'll give you the Disney magic is when you're in Disney. Now, here's the crazy part. On our way back to Vegas, perfectly clean ride. I mean, everything was wonderful. Everything worked out great. It was the ride from Vegas back to Anaheim, or from Vegas to Anaheim, that was the problem. Probably because all those people were upset. They'd lost too much money. They'd done things they regretted.
Everyone was happy getting there.
Everybody was happy on the way to Vegas. It was leaving Vegas where they were no longer so happy. And so when we were going from Vegas, we were headed to where we were going. So we were all in good spirits, and they were not. But on the way back, they were all happy, and so
they were.
We had gotten the Disney magic. I'll remember this forever. The last night we were there, we decided we would leave a little bit early to beat the rush leaving the park. If we knew what we knew now about Disney World, the Disneyland rush is nothing compared to the Disney World rush.
Nope.
But when we left, we could see from our hotel room all the fireworks. And I remember we were leaving, and Allison was bawling. She was crying and crying and crying. Mm. And we got to that hotel room, and we were watching the fireworks and eating our sandwiches or whatever. And she was just crying and crying. She cried for like an hour.
And that's what
made us go to Disney World.
Yeah.
And then I bought DVC, and we just kept going. She loved it so much. Poor Allie. Andy, listen. When I was a kid, we got to go to Disney World one day, ever. One day. That's it. And Mickey Mouse was scary to me. I was like 5.
So what you're saying is you've been one extra day more than us.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned from all this. That's it.
All right. Well, hey, we appreciate y'all watching. If you've agreed to buy some pins, contact us via Instagram or Messenger or on Facebook.
Yep.
And we will settle up with you through PayPal or something. And we will post pictures of the rest of these, and you can kind of go through and pick out some more. If you've bought some pins from us, if you'll contact us, we'll send you pictures of what else we have. And it's kind of first come, first serve situation. And so hopefully, sorry, the dog got up against the table and started scratching. First come, first serve situation. And we thank y'all for watching. And until next time,
from our house to yours.